Happy New Year, everybody. I don't usually like to do wah videos or complaining, but I noticed with my battery management system, Rivian's having some challenges. Let me show you. First, look at this. I have 211 miles right now. Okay, I'm just showing you this because this is what it's saying inside the vehicle. Now, let me show you in the app. You can see it's 210, which again, not a huge difference. It's 1 mile difference, but it's weird. Don't quite understand it. Then if I go in the app, the other thing I don't quite understand here where it says energy limit 100%, and then there's another percentage of 235 miles. So is it telling me that's how many miles I will have at a full charge? I think it was around early December that Rivian called me. I'm trying to back out and do this video at the same time. There we go. Yeah, they called and then they said, hey, don't let your battery get below 20% because there's a bit of a problem. I'm like, okay, well, thanks for the heads up. Could you give me more information? And they really didn't have much more to share. So I'm like, okay, we'll roll with that. But what I've noticed is there's just a lot of inconsistencies. I even did a road trip recently from Palm Desert back to Apple Valley. The estimate when I originally plugged this into the old computer when I get home was that I have about 30 miles of electric left. And now it's down to just 10. And I was still 15 minutes away from home. And that's where the anxiety of owning an EV comes in. It's great and magical. You plug it in and the next morning you wake up and there's just magic fuel. The part I would say, and I don't know if it's just with the LFP, but I'll call out one other video is Out of Spec. If you guys watch Out of Spec, he's got a huge channel. He also has an LFP R1S. I have an R1T. And he did a whole video on this, and I kind of skimmed through most of it. It's a long read visually, but it seemed like to me he was having similar issues. And it says how to fix it in the video, and I really didn't see how you fix it other than you're supposed to get it to a full charge multiple times. So I would assume you want to like exercise the battery completely from low to high multiple times, stretch it out, and really get the calculation. It would appear with LFP, because it's more of a flat line and not a charge, they can't calculate the range well, is what it appears. And I'm not a scientist, but I do play one on TV, so watch for that. So it is interesting. But it's the anxiety. One other thing. So this is one other annoyance. When we first bought the vehicle, it consistently, that's the part I don't understand. It was consistently charging to what I paid for, which was 259 or 69 miles. I think it was 59. And depending on the tires you get. Now I looked at it, and I'll try to show that as well, but I think you can get up to 270, but again, it depends on the tires that you add on it. We have the all-terrain, all-weather tires, and you get less miles because it's a beefier tire. It's not as streamlined, meant for, the road versus off-road. But now, when I do a full charge, it's like 244, 247. So in 1 year, I've lost another 12 to 14 miles or whatever the number is. And it's just kind of frustrating. I guess this is a thing with EVs. In 1 year, and you can check like ChatGPT or the internet, it appears like you can lose that kind of range, and that's supposedly normal. I think the part that's not normal is Rivian clearly, and I just showed it, they're having a weird problem. I don't know if I have 210 miles. I don't know if I have 211 miles, and I don't know if I have 230 whatever miles. I have no idea. And then the estimate is really getting sketchy now. When I first had it, it seemed like it was way more dialed in. So I don't know what happened. They did push a software update, is 2025, so 2025.46.30. That's what I'm rolling with right now. And
it's definitely does not give you a sense of confidence if you're to go on a road trip. Now, it's been winter and I've been working and blah, 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 but for the most part, it's just a little frustrating. Because if you want to go on a road trip, you have to plan ahead, make sure wherever you're about to go that you get as much of a full charge as you can. Then you start your adventure. I have yet to run out of power, thank goodness, because on the out of spec video that I'll put in the link in the description, you'll see where that person, Rivian, told them, oh, we'll tow it. And they had to wait 4 hours for a tow truck. They went there and they couldn't tow it because it blew through also the 12-volt battery, which is like a whole nother thing. That's actually under, in the Gen 2, it's under the passenger seat, weirdly. Because I know that because the guy came here to my house and that was the one thing where they actually did a home install or fix. I didn't have to drive there, thank goodness. But that, yeah, that's there. So apparently they lost their battery, 12-volt battery. They couldn't charge it at all. So apparently if you lose that, you're toast. You can't plug it in. That makes no sense to me, by the way. There should be some sort of backup mechanism. If you plug it in, that if the 12-volt battery is dead, can it draw some power from that and start to charge up the 12-volt battery, kind of jump it from that thing? Then from there, it can assess what's going on and then charge the whole vehicle, or at least get you to a point where you can go somewhere. So when I said a wah video, I definitely meant it. I mean, this is like the most wah I've done in a while. But it's important. If you're looking to get such an expensive vehicle and it's got these kind of issues, you win in some ways. I'm trying to think of what they are. Just kidding. No, it is cool. But in a lot of ways you lose. And it's just a tough environment, I think, right now for EV owners. Gas prices have come down, which is good. But also it's like we're trying to help the environment and new technology. And I do think that we can't stay on gas forever, guys. It's not something that's endless resources. So at some point, we have to jump off of it. I'm just really concerned, though, that Rivian is challenged with trying to fix this problem, as you saw. I think that's probably enough. You get the point. I'll wrap it up here. I've got other stuff going on for the year. I do wish everybody a great year, as best as we can make it. It's 2026 so far is looking a little weird, but I do hope the best for everyone, and do look for some additional videos. I'm staring at the Jeep as I talk to you, and I've got that, which I've done some videos on, and we'll continue to do some videos on that guy as well. So with that, we'll wrap it up. You guys take care and see you soon. Thanks. Bye.
Tesla supercharger, but man, this thing's flying. It got up to 500. That is, that's impressive. Check that out. I don't even know how that magic's working.